#humanity's greatest weapon was never war. The galaxy thought humanity was weak. Not because humans lacked weapons. Not because they lacked courage. But because they could never agree on anything. Thousands of governments. Millions of arguments. Endless debates. To the alien empires, Earth looked less like a civilization, and more like a permanent disagreement. And that mistake would become the most expensive mistake in galactic history. The Zorith Dominion ruled nearly 12,000 star systems. For over 6,000 years, they had conquered species after species. Some surrendered, others resisted, but eventually everyone bowed. Everyone except humanity. The Zorith High Council studied Earth for centuries. They watched human nations argue over borders. They watched political leaders attack one another. They watched citizens criticize their own governments. And they came to a simple conclusion. These creatures will never unite. The conclusion spread through every military academy, every fleet command, every government office. Humanity was classified as harmless. A species too divided to become a threat. Then came the attack. It happened without warning. 3 human colonies near the outer frontier vanished in a single night. Mining stations were destroyed. Cargo fleets disappeared. Millions of civilians lost contact with Earth. The Zorith believed the response would be predictable. Panic, confusion, political arguments, blame, delays. They expected Earth to fight itself before fighting them. And for the first few hours, it seemed they were right. News channels exploded with accusations. Governments demanded answers. Citizens demanded action. The entire planet appeared to be descending into chaos. The Zorith celebrated. Their admirals toasted to victory before the war had even begun. But then something strange happened. The arguments stopped. Not slowly, instantly. Across Earth, every military network activated at the same moment. Deep beneath mountains, inside asteroid shipyards, hidden stations beyond Pluto, ancient protocols awakened. Protocols that had never been used before. Protocols designed for only one purpose: home defense. No speeches were made. No politicians stood before cameras. No dramatic declarations echoed across the stars. Because humanity had learned something long ago. You can argue about everything until someone threatens your home. Then there is only one side. Exactly 6 hours after the attack, every Zorith sensor station detected the impossible. Ships, thousands of them, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, appearing from regions of space previously believed empty. Merchant vessels transformed into carriers. Mining platforms unfolded into shipyards. Civilian transports revealed hidden weapon systems. The galaxy watched in disbelief. Humanity had spent centuries preparing. Not for conquest, not for domination, but for the day someone forced them to stand together. And now, that day had arrived. When the first reports reached the Zorith Emperor, he laughed, because surely the numbers were wrong. Surely no species could hide such power. Surely humanity was bluffing. Then he looked out from the crystal dome of his palace, and saw the stars disappear, not because night had fallen, but because something far larger had arrived. A shadow stretching across the heavens. A fleet unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. And for the first time in 6,000 years, the Emperor felt fear. The arguments stopped. Not slowly, instantly, as if 8 billion people had heard the same message at the same time. Across Earth, screens went dark. Emergency broadcasts replaced entertainment. Military satellites changed formation. Deep space communication networks activated. And for the first time in centuries, humanity spoke with one voice, not because they agreed on everything, but because they agreed on one thing: home. Within hours, the Zorith Dominion began receiving reports that made no sense. Entire sectors were losing contact. Listening posts stopped responding. Border stations vanished from the network. At first, commanders blamed technical failures. Then they blamed sabotage. Then they realized the truth. Someone was systematically cutting the Dominion off from itself. And that someone was human. The Zorith had spent centuries studying human armies. They knew Earth's tanks, Earth's warships, Earth's weapons, but they had completely ignored something else. Human logistics, human industry, human adaptability. While the galaxy measured military strength in fleets, humanity measured it in potential. Every cargo ship could become a transport. Every mining vessel could become a carrier. Every civilian manufacturing network could become a wartime factory. And now the full weight of that machine was waking up. 3 days after the attack, the first human fleet appeared, then another, until the stars themselves seemed crowded with steel. The Zorith expected a reckless counterattack. Instead, they found something far more terrifying: patience. Human ships didn't fire. They didn't invade. They simply appeared above key Dominion worlds and waited, watching, silent, unmoving, like predators that already knew the hunt was over. Panic spread through the Dominion. Governors demanded answers. Admirals demanded permission to strike. Citizens flooded communication channels with fear, because no one understood how humanity had moved so fast. No one understood how a species famous for disagreement had organized the largest military response in galactic history. Then the message arrived. Every screen, every station, every warship, every colony, a single transmission. A human woman stood before a plain black background. No medals, no grand banners, no threats, only calm eyes. The kind of eyes that had already made a decision. She looked directly into the camera and spoke. "This is Grand Admiral Elena Ward of the Human Defense Coalition. Your government attacked sovereign human worlds. Your government murdered civilians. Your government believed humanity would divide." A brief silence followed. Then her voice became colder. They were wrong. The transmission ended. No demands, no speeches, no negotiations. Just those 3 words. They were wrong. And somehow, those words terrified the Dominion more than any declaration of war ever could. Because for the first time, the Zorith Empire realized something. Humanity had not come seeking revenge. Humanity had come seeking justice. And there is nothing more dangerous than a patient species that has finally decided it is time to act. The Zorith Emperor still believed he could win. Not because the situation favored him, not because his fleets remained strong, but because empires are built on denial. And denial was all he had left. So he gave the order. Every remaining battleship, every reserve fleet, every hidden fortress, attack. The response came immediately. Thousands of Zorith warships surged forward, weapons blazing, engines burning, the largest military assault in their history. And humanity did something unexpected. They didn't fire first. They waited, calmly, silently, as if the outcome had already been decided. Then the battle began. Across the stars, human technology revealed its true purpose. Not destruction, control. Enemy targeting systems failed. Communication networks collapsed. Weapons locked onto empty space. Entire fleets found themselves isolated from their own command structures. For every missile launched, 10 were disabled. For every attack ordered, a dozen systems went dark. The Zorith had prepared for war. Humanity had prepared for certainty. Within hours, the Dominion's military machine began to crumble. Not through annihilation, but through precision. Human forces captured shipyards intact, disabled orbital defenses without civilian casualties, seized command centers without destroying cities. World after world fell out of imperial control, and everywhere human fleets arrived, something extraordinary happened. Prison camps opened. Political prisoners were freed. Occupied species regained control of their governments. Families separated for generations reunited. For the first time in centuries, hope spread faster than fear. The galaxy watched in disbelief, because every empire before humanity had conquered through force. Every empire had taken. Humanity was giving things back. Freedom, choice, dignity, things no weapon could manufacture. Days later, the emperor stood alone inside his palace. The once mighty ruler of 12,000 systems, now surrounded, every escape route blocked, every fleet defeated, every ally gone. Outside his palace windows floated thousands of human warships, silent, waiting. Then the doors opened. A human delegation entered. No weapons drawn, no threats spoken, only a single document, terms of surrender, protection for civilians, preservation of history, fair trials for war criminals, food aid for devastated worlds, and a guarantee that no innocent life would be punished for the crimes of its rulers. The emperor stared at the document, confused. "You could take everything," he said. "Why offer mercy?" The human commander looked at him for a moment, then answered, "Because we're not here to become you." For several seconds, the emperor said nothing, because in that moment, he finally understood why humanity had won. Not because their ships were stronger, not because their technology was superior, but because they remembered something the galaxy had forgotten. Power exists to protect, not to dominate. The surrender was signed that same day, and throughout the galaxy, millions celebrated, not the fall of an empire, but the end of fear. Years later, historians would debate what truly defeated the Zorith Dominion. Some said it was human strategy. Others said it was human technology. Others claimed it was humanity's ability to unite when it mattered most. But an old survivor from one of the liberated worlds said it best. He looked toward the stars filled with human ships and smiled. Then he said, "The galaxy thought humanity was weak because humans argued. What they never understood was that free people argue. And when free people finally agree, even empires move out of their way." The end.